Hey everyone, it's Kate Weatherwise, your favorite weather girl, coming to you on Tuesday, December 16th. It is 7:30 at night on the Pacific Coast. And this is solely about the state of Washington and North Idaho, which is where I'm focusing right now because this area, Washington, Idaho, Montana, those three states, a little bit of Oregon, maybe even a little bit of Northern California, you all are the focus of all of the weather in the country right now because this storm is getting ready to and is approaching the coast. It's been raining in western Washington for most of the afternoon. It'll start raining here in a little while, and that this storm has been advertised by a lot of people, but especially me, for the past 4 to 5 days, 3, 4, 5 days. So it is finally here. It is finally coming to fruition. It really hasn't changed much. It hasn't changed direction. It hasn't changed intensity. So I'm going to take us over to the satellite imagery right now so I don't keep you here too long. But this is what we are looking at. Let me see if I can get this tighter a little bit. And there we go. That's a little bit better. Now, this is the system that I have been talking about right here. This is the low pressure system that is going to make its way into Canada and down, bringing that comma-shaped low, and down here is the cold front that's going to sweep in across Washington state. And this is what is going to bring us all of the wind into eastern Washington. It's buffeting western Washington right now, and then it's going to be into eastern Washington overnight with a focus of heavy, strong, gusty winds between 2 o'clock in the morning and 6 to 7 o'clock in the morning. More focused, if you want to get more focused, between 4 and 7 and tomorrow morning. That's when the heaviest winds are due to come through. The wind started to ramp up earlier this evening. They've kind of died out a little bit, and now they'll start ramping up again as the evening and night wears on. So this is storm number 1. This out here is storm number 2 that will reinforce storm number 1. Now this storm is not going to be as potent for us as storm number 1. However, storm number 1 is going to bring the wind, and storm number 2 is going to reinforce the snow that is going to fall. As soon as storm number 1, that's what I'm naming it, storm number 1 goes through, the snow levels are really going to lower, and it's going to bring in snow to the Cascades and then eventually into the mountains of eastern Washington and North Idaho and western Montana. Now, when the switchover happens and the snow level lowers, there is a blizzard warning for the Cascades of Washington state between 2 o'clock in the morning and noon Wednesday. So I have posted about this a couple times today. If you have to drive over the passes, just don't do that. If you're driving from Seattle east, or if you're going west towards Seattle, I truly advise you not to go tonight or tomorrow because of the rain that's going right now, all of the road closures and all of the flooding that's going on over there right now. And on top of it, add insult to injury, there's going to be blizzard conditions in the Cascades for about 10 hours straight, starting at 2 o'clock in the morning till noon. The whole time it probably won't be blizzard conditions, but it's going to be really difficult driving. So I highly, highly, highly hope that you have curbed your plans or delayed your plans if you have that in mind. So now I'm going to take us over to the wind gusts. Now this is starting at 7 o'clock tonight. This is down in central Spokane County. Western Washington is already seeing wind gusts to 45, 33 miles. This is miles per hour. And then out on the coast, on the immediate coast, and up on the strait and all of those areas on the peninsula, they are seeing lots of wind. The central sound is not too much, but the north sound, the way this storm is coming in, the north sound tends to get the brunt of the wind, and then the coast gets the brunt of the wind, and then those mountaintops, this little yellow dot right here, this is Mount Rainier, and then these are most likely the other mountain peaks, the other volcanic peaks in the Cascades. This one, I'm not sure what peak this could be, but I know this is Mount Rainier. So if we start going forward in time, we have the winds. This is 10 o'clock tonight. And then around midnight is when things really get going. This map really, really lights up. Look at this. This is 56, 43, 56, 50 over in Western Washington. You guys are getting hit hard and first. And then over here, it starts to ramp up as well into Montana and North Idaho as well. I mean, this whole area from central and southern Oregon all the way north, you're getting smacked. And then this is around 2 o'clock in the morning. This is when the heaviest winds for us start to come in. And look at all these yellows through here. This is the Cascade Range going all the way down into Oregon. These peaks of the mountaintops. This is 61, 62 miles per hour. 57 miles per hour down into Oregon, 71 miles per hour. So it's gonna crank out there. And the gusts up here, 43, 44 around the 9 mile area down into Spokane County, down into Idaho, 47 miles per hour. This is 2 o'clock in the morning, 44. And then these yellows start to creep in over here as well. Look at these yellows all the way up into the prairie of 9 Mile, over into Spokane, down into Eastern Oregon, into North Idaho as well, and still over here, Moses Lake, Ellensburg, Cle you guys are going to see some of this too, some of this action too. So this is 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and then this starts to push over into North Idaho, 63 miles per hour, and then into Montana. You guys are getting it starting 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then we still 7 o'clock in the morning, 54 mile per hour gusts. This is all model forecasted. We'll see if it actually comes to fruition, but the models have been pretty consistent. So I am a firm believer that we will see 60 to 70 mile per hour winds somewhere in this vicinity, of course in Idaho and of course into Western Montana. And still 8 o'clock in the morning, 50 mile per hour gusts. We'll slow down a little bit, be in the 40 mile per hour range, but still that's pretty gusty. And then by about, this is noon tomorrow, and we're still seeing pretty good gusts. So we're going to see some wind here tomorrow through the afternoon. The high wind warning that was issued overnight last night goes until, I believe, 4 p.m. tomorrow. So let's just go now. I talked about too some convection that was out there possibly for us. This is 7 o'clock tonight. You can see this line off the coast. This line advances forward and comes onto the coast. This is going to be there's going to be some lightning in here. And then it sort of dies out, but then another one pops back up. And then you see around the 3 o'clock and the 4 o'clock hour, this is when this is when the front is really, really close, out ahead of the front. That line is going to come through our area. So that could mean we could see some convection around the 9 Mile Spokane area into North Idaho around the 3, 4, 5 o'clock hour tomorrow morning. So keep that in mind as well. Now, the precipitation afterwards, this is going to turn to snow in the Cascades, and then you can see this warm air ahead, cold air behind, and then the cold air pushes behind it, pushes the rain to the east, and then the mountains get that snow. And it's going to continue for the foreseeable future. This is Thursday afternoon, still continues to snow, and it peaks and it lulls, but this is what we're looking at. So for this storm, we have to start rain and wind. Wind for Eastern Washington, wind for Western Washington, and more flooding. It's still raining over there currently. Let's go over to radar really quick. As you can see over here, we do this green line here on this map. I will pull this up a little bit so you can see. This is the marginal for severe weather line. So it goes up into Spokane. It goes right over 9 Mile over here. But this line is the thunderstorm line. So we have a likelihood of seeing some convection over here. I don't think it's going to be severe, but I will keep an eye on it, and I will probably be awake for it. So I'm going to go over to the Spokane radar. We don't really have much on radar right now. I think I mentioned the rain was going to start between 8 and 9 tonight. It's pushed out a little bit further now to possibly 10, 11 o'clock, maybe even midnight tonight is when the rain's going to start. And we're not going to get too much rain, but we are going to see some rain before the wind really gets cranking. So I've been on here for 10 minutes. I wanted to really make this video about 5 minutes long, so I apologize. This is all the things that I wanted to talk about. So we have wind, and we have rain, and then afterwards we have snow. And the snow is going to be falling in the Cascades, blizzard conditions in North Idaho, Eastern Montana, or Western Montana, and Eastern Washington, those mountains as well. It's going to be snowy starting tomorrow, and then it's going to cool down some. But again, our Christmas is still going to be warmer than we're expecting. So I'll talk about that on a later video. But right now, I just wanted to focus on the wind event that is coming in for us, that's already happening over here in the Seattle area. It's coming towards us. And as you could see, the winds are going to get going. And just, if you're not prepared now, just get prepared before you go to bed. Or if you're going to be like me, you're going to stay up all night long. We'll see what happens. I have a feeling I'm not going to get much sleep overnight, and that's fine. That's what I do. That's what I love. These are the winds right here too. 13, 13, 14, not much going on. If you stayed to the end of this video, I'm going to post a little bit about the wind that we just went out and experienced. It's kind of on the light side, but it's one of my favorite areas around the area to go to experience wind. So we'll all experience it together. So stay to the end of the video so you can see that. And I will be back with more and keep you posted about all the weather and all its goings on as we go throughout the night and tomorrow. All right, this is Kate Weatherwise saying bye for now.